my channel. My name is Shay if it's your first time here, and if it's not your first time, welcome back. So today we have a really exciting video. I am a fangirl so hard. I either really like something or I'm just not interested in it whatsoever, and the stuff that I am really interested in really affects me emotionally. So when I heard that Ulta Beauty was coming out with a Marvel Avengers collection, I knew I was gonna have to buy everything whether I wanted the product or not. So that's what I did. I bought everything in this collection except for the 4 lip glosses. At some point I'll insert a picture of the glosses so you know what they at least look like. I'll probably do that next. Yeah, those are the glosses. I'm not a gloss girl. I wanted to at least buy the stuff that I knew there would be a chance that I would wear. Start with the bags because they're super cute. So the very first one is this little one here. It was $12. It's just like a little round top makeup bag, but I really thought that this whole aesthetic was so cute. Like, Captain Marvel is so badass, it's not even funny. Got the love of my life, Captain America over here, Iron Man, Hulk, and Black Widow. I'm just so excited. This is everything to me. And then they've got this middle-sized bag here, which this is the pattern that's on like a lot of the inside of the packaging of the products and on top of the lipsticks. And I think that this is such a cute little pattern. This one was $16. It's got just the symbols of all the different Avengers and everything on there. It makes me so very excited. I really like this. This will come in handy as well. And then you've got this big one. I'm not as big of a fan of this packaging. This one was $28 retail. I'm not as big a fan of this packaging. I think it's a little bit, not really boring. I mean, I get that it describes the Avengers and everything, but I don't like it as much. But this bag will come in handy. I think it's just one of those kind of big organizing bags you can fit a lot in. So the 3 together are really good, especially if you're like me and you have way too much makeup and you never know what to bring with you when traveling or whatever. I think all 3 will come in. And then you have the eyeshadow palette here. That's what it looks like. Again, you have this on the inside there. I'll do some swatches here in a second of that. You've got the highlighting palette here. It's got 4 shades in it. They're pretty universal. I think these 2 are gonna be better for lighter skin tones, and then these 2 are gonna be better for deeper skin tones. But I'll do some swatches of that as well, and then later on in the video you'll see me applying the 4 different highlights in different areas on my face. And then we have the 4 liquid lips. This packaging is so cute. It kind of reminds me of the Wet n Wild liquid lips. And I'll do a lip swatch portion of the video as well and talk a little bit about the formula and all of that. So, if you guys are ready to see some swatches and get into this Marvel stuff, just keep on watching. I'm gonna start out with the lip swatches because I feel like I've got this complete look and it looks kind of weird without a lip. So I'm gonna start off with Out of This World. It's this here. It's a really pretty kind of warm brown mauve, but it's really pretty. This liquid lip formula is really thin and it's not super opaque. At least this color isn't. But it's such a pretty nude that I don't really mind. And wearing this one, like I said, I've been wearing it for the last couple of days. This one is really comfortable on the lips. Like, the formula does dry down completely matte, but it doesn't, because it's so thin, it doesn't really dry out the lips. So I really like it. That's Out of This World. It's a really pretty one. Next, I'm going to try out I've Got This. It's this pretty mauve here. I think I'm gonna need a lip liner though, so hang tight. So I'm gonna use this NYX liner in, what are you called? Urban Cafe. It's a pretty good brown liner. And now I'm gonna take I've Got This, which I'm pretty sure is a quote from Captain America. He's my fave. Okay, so again, the formula is pretty thin. I'm gonna try layering it up because I feel like the color is pretty, but I also feel like it's not. Okay, I mean, it's not bad. I think I was right about needing the lip liner for it. It's more of a cool tone nude, mauve nude. It reminds me of like a paler version of Veronica by Anastasia, which I really love, and I have no idea what happened to it. Anyways, it's not bad. I think with a cooler look, it'll look better. I think because of the kind of bronzy or more orange tones I have, it's throwing it off a little bit, but it's not bad. Next up, we've got Supercharged. It's this really pretty purple color. We'll try her out. So who is your favorite Avenger? Mine is Captain America for sure, but Black Panther has a very special place in my heart. Actually, when I first watched Captain America Civil War, I'm all about Cap, so I was like, yes, Cap, Cap. And then as soon as Black Panther came on the screen, I was like, oh, who is this? Like, it takes a lot to take my attention away from Cap, okay, but Black Panther, T'Challa is badass. They all are, really. This one actually seems a little bit more opaque than the other ones, which is good, but kind of odd. I feel like with most brands, the less opaque ones are the darker ones. Like, those are usually the kind of patchy ones, but this one seems to be going on like pretty evenly. An eyelash on my nose. Oh my god, I can't. Ah! Oh yeah, I like this color. This is pretty. I don't ever wear colors like this. I always wear like a red or some kind of orangey brownie tone nude or something like that, but this is pretty. I don't know how I feel about it with this look. Like, it's not bad, not great, not terrible, but it's really pretty. I like it. They are a little bit sticky as they're drying down, but that goes away. Okay, last but not least, we have Amazed. This is the red I'm really excited for. By the way, if my lighting looks weird, it's pretty rainy outside, and I use some of the light from this giant ass window over here, so sorry if the lighting changed, but here we go with Amazed. Oh, not bad. This isn't bad at all. I also like this doe foot applicator. I don't know if you guys can see that at all, but it's one of the ones that has kind of like the dip, almost like a chair, so that it holds more product for you to spread out. Okay, I am really not mad at this red at all. This is pretty. I think you could it could be served by another coat possibly, but it's not bad. I may actually leave it on the rest of the video because I kind of like it with this look. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, we're gonna leave this red on. Moving on, we've got the Stronger Together highlighting palette. They do have names, so I'm just gonna kind of swatch them on my arm here. So this is Prepare to Be Amazed. This is Become a Legend. Here is Visionary. And here is Best Never Rest. So those are the swatches. Lighting formula isn't bad. They aren't super powdery. They're not super creamy either. I've got Visionary on my cheeks here. I think it's a really pretty color, especially for deeper skin tones. I don't know, I like it. I mean, it's a cute little highlighting palette. If you don't have a lot of highlighters like I do, it's a cute little thing I think you'd like if you picked it up. So next we're going to do the eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna kind of go down the row swatch and then I'll show you guys. I think that's gonna be the easiest thing to do. Here we've got the swatches. So starting from the top down, we've got I've Got This, Smash, Out of This World, Amazed, and Hero Vibes. Top we have Game Changer, Gauntlet, Last Shot, Legend, and then Built for Battle. The lighter ones they're pretty chalky. Okay, and for the last row we've got Save the World, Supercharged, Cosmic, Reassemble, and Fearless. Okay, so that's the eyeshadow palette. A lot of the colors are pretty. They're nice little everyday shades. Some of them are pretty powdery or chalky. I made it work by spritzing like the metallic shades with Fix Plus and using my finger, kind of a combination of the two, and they worked out good for me. Like I said, if you're a beginner, it may be a little bit tricky to work with. It kind of just depends on the intricacy of the looks. I wanted to do something a little bit more intense eyeshadow wise because I figured that would be the best way to put them to the test, and I really like how it came out. I think it's a really pretty look. So all in all, this collection's super cute. I don't think anyone needs the whole thing. I think that if you're a Marvel fan and you just kind of want to get it just to get it, then go for it. That's what I did. The bags are definitely going to come in handy. I think if you are a fan of Marvel and the Avengers, you should get the bags, at least one or two of them. And the other stuff is kind of just up to you, personal preference. Like I said, there are 4 glosses that they came out with as well, but I'm not a glossy girl. You guys know that if you've seen any of my other videos, so I opted out of buying those. But yeah, I mean, if you want to see how I got this eyeshadow look, stay tuned. I'll put that in next. And yeah. Okay, so now that I've got a transition shade on, I just used a couple of the colors from the Festival palette by Juvia's Place. And this one here, very pretty. I used these two mixed together. I think I'm gonna recreate the look I did the other day. I tried to film this already and it just was not working out. Like, nothing was working out, so I had to delete the footage and start from scratch. But I think I'm going to start with this Reassemble color right here, this navy. And I'm gonna take my little trusty Morphe M506 and I'm gonna coat the brush and start to build that in the crease here. It's not the most pigmented shade in the world, but it's not really bad for the Ulta Beauty brand. I really haven't tried a lot of their shadows. I just know that kind of with a lot of in-store brands, things can be a little hit or miss. But when I played with these shadows the other day, they didn't bother me at all. Okay, now that I've got both sides done, for now, I'm gonna go in and cut the crease. I'm gonna go back into that MAC Soft Ochre paint pot and grab, I'm gonna use this ColourPop flat brush. It's an E3. And I'm just gonna try and very carefully cut out the crease. I don't do cut creases very often, so you just want to pick how high or whatever you want it to be and kind of just go slow with it. I think that's about as even as they're gonna get. So, with this Fearless color right here last time, so I'm gonna go in with that one again. I started out by using a brush, but I ended up using my finger on a lot of these shadows. They just ended up not being super pigmented, but it's inexpensive, it's marble, it's cute. And then took the same brush and I just went in with Hero Vibes, which is this super beautiful shade right here. Again, spritzing with Fix Plus. And packing that on the center. Going back in with my finger. This shade is kind of chalky, so I feel like it's a little bit hard to, I feel like I almost have to dig my finger into it. Okay, and then for the inner corner, like inner third, obviously I've got Thor in mind. I'm going to use, what's this color called? Game Changer, the gold right there. So these colors aren't just like super metallic or anything. Like a couple of them have a little bit of glitter, but for the most part, they're pretty subtle. I actually had much less issue with this collection than I do the Urban Decay Game of Thrones collection. No, I have not tried it, but I feel like so many of the colors of that collection were just wrong. Like, they didn't make any sense. Like, you have an entire section dedicated to the Targaryens, but you don't have any fiery blood colors. Like, their house name is Fire and Blood. Why would you? I'm not gonna talk about it. I've been yammering about it ever since I saw the pictures. So I am now, I think, going to do, these kind of have, they're really powdery. They have some fallout. I'm gonna do Save the World right here. And I'm taking that on this angled brush. Definitely going to spritz her up. And then I'm going to like trace this. Part of the cut crease. Okay, so that's going to be the top of the eyes. I'm going to do just a few tweaking, just kind of make this a little bit less of a harsh line, going back in and forth with those colors. And then cleaning up, doing the rest of my face, and then I'll come back to show off the highlight palette. Alright, so I'm back. All I did to finish up the eyes was I added in the colors I used as transition shades under, mascara. I used Save the World on my inner corner as well. Yeah, I think that's really it. Now I'm gonna break into the highlighting palette. And I think I'm going to use Visionary on my cheeks. It's pretty kind of coppery highlight almost. Just gonna kind of build that up on the brush. And woo! Okay, well, that is a heck of a lot more pigmented than I kind of expected. Again, I honestly haven't tried very much from the Ulta collection. There's not really a whole lot of it that has just stood out to me or whatever. So I've never really tried it, but this highlight is really pretty. I really like it. Ever since I did that video with Lissa, she's Lissa Fry on YouTube for anyone that doesn't know. She did a video where she did my makeup, and I liked the fact that she brought down the highlight further, like onto the cheek, so you could see the whole thing. So I've been doing that lately. I'm going to take Best Never Rest down here, just on my finger. I'm gonna put that on my nose. Wow, okay, holy crap. Okay. So these are pretty pigmented highlights. I'm not mad at them. Not mad at them at all. Cupid's bow, and we'll just pop a little right there. And then I'm gonna grab a brush here. I'll take Become a Legend, this one here. And we'll do the brow bone with that one. Highlighters really aren't that hard, I feel, to do. As long as they are pigmented and reflective and not too powdery, don't sit on the skin in a bad way, then I think you're good with the highlight. And then last but not least, I'm gonna take just a smidgers of Prepare to Be Amazed, that light pinky toned one. I'm gonna pop that on top of my inner corner highlight. Doesn't really add much, but there you go. There you have it. That's my eye look with the Ulta Beauty Marvel Avengers Courageous, Tenacious, Fearless, and Legendary palette. It's a cute little palette. I don't know, it's powdery, it's pretty cool tone. I mean, there are some warm shades in there. It's not anything that I don't have already. I really just bought it for the packaging, to be quite honest. This is so cute. Like, I want everything to have this in it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's gonna complete this video. If you guys like what you see, if you like Marvel, whatever, comment down below, tell me what your favorite Marvel movie is and how excited you may be for Endgame. I know I can't wait. I am just like seething with energy waiting for this movie to come out. So yeah, talk about some of your favorite Avengers and Marvel stuff in the comments below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.